my channel. This is Swift Wellness. I am Ashley, and today we've got a 15-minute body weight only ab workout. That means we're working all of the muscles of the abdominals and the core to give you a serious burn in just 15 minutes and of course get that midsection stronger. Of course, if you prefer longer workouts, make sure to check out our channel for 30-minute options. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so for this workout today, we're going to go through 7 exercises, spending 1 minute on each exercise, taking a short little break, and then doing every single exercise over again. Of course, if you want at home to go ahead and set your 1 minute timer, you can. If you're doing this on your own, or of course, just follow along with us. So let's start off with some scissor kicks today, rolling all the way onto your back, extending those legs at 45 degrees. You have 2 options here, placing your hands into the mat, keeping that head, neck, and shoulders on the ground. Or for an added challenge, you can always lift the head, neck, and shoulders up, elbows wide, as we go into our scissor kicks. So keeping those legs long, I'm gonna extend one leg down, back to center, and then one leg up. So you're switching, imagining that your legs are long like scissors, coming all the way down and then all the way back up. You're always controlling that lower back, making sure that it doesn't arch, squeezing through the core, making sure you're really engaging those lower abs. So either you're here or you're on the ground, but you're rotating and going through that scissor kick, really thinking about trying to find your lowest point, squeezing through. Good. You're working those lower transverse abdominals, just those deep abs in the bottom of your core here. So again, squeezing. If you want an added challenge, you can always go quicker here as well. This is just an added bonus. Good. You're coming down. We've got 10 seconds left, and then we're switching over to some 4-way raises. Good. You've got 5. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take a quick second. We're going to extend those legs in that same position, nice and long. Coming out, just making a slight gap here, finding the very bottom of your scissor kick, so wherever that may be for you. Pressing that core through the mat. We're going to reach up with our hands, reach over to the right, come back to center. Right, straight in the center, switch those legs as you come down. This is your 3rd reach, and then your 4th reach is all the way over. So then as I alternate through, I'm always gonna switch that scissor kick on that 2nd center reach, come back, and then again, twist the body over to that oblique. So as you can see, I'm hovering that bottom leg, but you always have the modification to set that bottom leg down. So it gives you a little bit greater stability as you reach, switch that leg, reaching to the center, and that 4th reach is that twist here. Good, so you're just finding that center, whether or not you're shifting that leg to hover, good, or you're coming down to the ground. You're watching that you're not arching through that lower back here. When you lift that leg, it presses the bottom of those abdominals into the mat, squeezing. Good, you've got it. You've got 5. It's 4, 3, good, 2, and 1. Good, coming all the way up. We're gonna go into some Russian twists here to give our lower abdominals a break. So the original starting position is here, feet into the ground, knees point towards the ceiling. I'm gonna scoop that tailbone as I come back, taking those hands, twisting past my hips to the left, back to center, and to the right. So you're working on those abdominals and those obliques by twisting through the center and over to the right. You always have that challenge to pick up those knees if you prefer. So as I come across, I'm challenging myself and my balance. Coming back to center, twist. If you want even more of an added challenge, you can extend those legs long in a V-sit position, keeping that tailbone pulling across and across. Wherever you are here, you want to make sure that you're not rounding through the back, scooping in the tailbone, but pulling that chest to the sky when I sit back, twisting to make sure that you're not hurting and injuring that low back as you round. Good. Center, twist. And you've got 5. Good. We're going back to our back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and roll back onto your back. We're going into some leg lowers similar to those scissor kicks, but this time both legs lower at the same time. Going back into those transverse abdominals, finding your lowest point, and then coming all the way back up. So my palms are into the mat, my head and shoulders are on the mat, coming all the way down, inhaling as I bring the legs back up. Big exhale as I release those legs, and inhale on the way back up. Of course, you always have that added challenge by lifting the head, neck, and shoulders as you lower, and back up to center. Coming all the way down, and back up to center. Of course, wherever you are, it's important to maintain control. Don't go so low with the legs that you have to bend to bring them back up. And you don't want to let that lower back arch. So again, lowering all the way down. Good, you've got 5, and then we're rolling over into a plank in 3, 2, and 1. Good, quick hug knees into the chest. We're gonna roll over onto your hands and knees. I'm gonna stack those shoulders directly over my hands. We're going into a Spider-Man plank, which means I'm taking the same elbow and the same knee and bringing them together, extending, bring that left knee to the left elbow. Good, it's out and center, out, center, good, you've got it. Of course, your modification here is dropping to your knees, keeping that core squeezed. I'm gonna extend one leg long, bringing that right knee, right elbow, and back out. So if you're here in this position, I challenge you to do all 30 seconds on the same side before switching to the opposite side. Squeeze and squeeze. Watching, of course, that in that plank position that you hold the core nice and tight, elbow to knee, and avoid rocking through the hips. Good, you've got it, you've got 5. We're gonna go down onto our side in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and drop down to your left forearm. We're going through a series of oblique crunches, so of course there's some modifications here, but your shoulder stacks directly over your elbow, palm into the ground, or a fist for support. Press those hips up, hips, knees, ankles all in one line. When you're at the top, I want you to bring the top knee and the top elbow together, and then extend long. So it's in and out. Of course, you have many modifications here. You can take that bottom knee, drop it to the mat, and then press those hips up, extend that arm, and crunch. So that gives you a little bit more stability through the core, a little bit better balance. So it's in and out. Good. Squeezing. Of course, you can always drop that hip all the way as long as you keep that space in that side body by pressing away from the mat. So as I extend long, elbow to knee. Good. So here's your modification. And I want you to switch in 3, in 2, and 1. Good. So we're rolling over onto our right forearm now. Really thinking about pressing through that mat, keeping the space and the shoulders up, body in one line, knees, ankles, feet, everything as I press all the way up, bringing that elbow and knee together. So if I'm in this plank, I'm keeping that space, pushing my hips up, not letting them drop as I bring my elbow and knee together, and then not letting those hips roll backwards. So it's in, as I extend, in again. Good, you got it. Squeezing. So again, wherever you are, maybe you're on the mat, maybe you have that knee bent, wherever, I just really want you to focus on that oblique crunch and extend. Good, you've got 5, you've got 4, it's 3, good, you've got one less exercise in 2, and 1, good. I want you to roll back over. We're going into another plank position. So hands and shoulders directly in one line, core squeezed. In this one, you can take your feet a little bit wider than the mat if you need to. So in that plank position, core squeeze, I'm gonna press my hips back as though I was in downward facing dog, reaching my right hand and my left foot together, shifting the weight all the way back forward, squeezing the core, and then shifting to the opposite side. So moving through it quickly, you're really focused on pressing those hips up, but then finding that starting center position here. So it's up, and back. Good, really squeezing through, pressing those hips up. Of course, if you can't reach your toes, you can reach your shin, reach your knee. I just want you to press those hips back, squeeze, up and back. You've got 5, we're dropping to our knees in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, I'm gonna give you a quick break before we go ahead and start that whole thing one more time. So again, we're gonna start with those scissor kicks today. So rolling onto your back, we'll get going in 5 seconds. But I want you to challenge yourself this round. So lifting those legs yet again. If you were on the ground before, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up this time. And then you're just switching to the right and to the left. Good, you're just squeezing here. Really focus on trying to find your lowest point. Pressing that leg down on the exhale. Inhale brings it back to center. So exhale and inhale. This exercise is just about control as it is about how low you can go. So if you need to, you can always externally rotate those legs, maybe add a slight bend, but find that lowest point. Maybe it's here, maybe it's lower, that's okay. Coming down, good, you've got 5, and then we're switching to those reaches in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and extend those legs long, just like before. One leg straight up, one leg on the ground, or just hovering, reaching, and then switching those legs as we reach that center second position, coming back down to the left. So it's center, switch legs, center to the right, center again, switch legs as you go to that second center position, and back. So again, a slight bend in the knee is okay. I want you to focus on those lower abs. I want you to focus on those abdominals working, lower back pressed into the mat, and then switching those legs long, getting that oblique crunch as you twist to the side, and back to center, switch, and switch. Good, you've got it. You've got 5 seconds, and then we're switching again to those planks. Good, 3, and 2, and 1. Good work. Let's come up before we switch to those planks. Let's go into those Russian twists just like we did before. Scooping that tailbone, chest nice and tall. Legs lifted, legs into the ground, or legs extended. Woo, in that V-sit position, wherever you're at. I want you to find that balance just like I did. Don't tip over. You're twisting across, center, cross, and center. So if you were here before, challenge yourself by lifting those feet up. Good. Switch and switch. Really focus on twisting through the abdominals and through the core here. Good. Switch, switch, and switch. Good. Squeeze. Maybe challenge yourself here in that last 10 seconds to extend those legs long, keeping that chest tall. Twist, twist. Good. It's 5. Now we're switching to that plank in 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and switch right over into that plank position. We're going right into those Spider-Man push-ups one last time. Left knee, left elbow, right knee. Good. Twist and twist. Again, you have that option, just like I shared before, keeping the weight in the hands, extending that leg long, in, out, in, out. Holding that core tight, not tipping into that opposite side. Good, pull in, and in. Of course, you're switching at that 30-second mark. If you're on your knees, if you're on that plank, you're just holding strong, alternating left and right. Good, you've got 10 seconds. We're rolling onto our back for leg lowers in 5, good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, quick drop to the knees, rolling over onto your back, pressing that lower back into the mat, extending those legs long, hands for support, going all the way down and all the way back up. Just as before in the scissor hit, if you need to externally rotate those legs or add a slight bend to press those legs down, taking a little extra burden off the hip flexors, do so. Hands behind your head, elbows wide for an added challenge. Good, we are almost through this 15-minute workout today. So whatever feels good for you, good, you're lowering, good. Oh, I need some water myself for this workout. Good, you've got 5, good, you've got 4, we're rolling over into that side plank in 3, good, it's 2, and 1, good, go ahead, take that fist, stack that shoulder over the elbow, hips, knees, everything in one long line, press up, extend that top arm, top knee, top arm come together, good, in and out, good, pull. Again, big exhales you bring together. Big inhale as you extend long, finding that balance with that palm or with that fist. Good, squeeze up and out. Again, your modification, just like before, is dropping that bottom knee, bringing that elbow and knee together. Good, you've got 5, we're switching to the other side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, go ahead and spin around on your mat, stacking that opposite shoulder over that opposite elbow, popping up those hips, left arm extends long, pull it in and out. Good, up and up. Of course, just like I mentioned before, keeping that height through that side body, not letting those hips dip when you bring that knee and the elbow together. Good, you've got 10 seconds. Good, and then we're finishing off with our last exercise of this 15-minute workout in 2 and 1. Good, drop those hands, come up to that push-up position. For the remainder, we've got those plank retracts. So again, you're reaching opposite hand, opposite foot, center, squeeze your core, find that one long line, opposite, squeeze, twist, squeeze. Good, you've got it, you're so close. We've got 20 seconds here, and then we're finishing out that workout, dropping into child's pose, burning out those abs. Hopefully this was exactly the workout that you needed to get that heart rate up today. Work on those abs, specifically those low abs, those transverse abdominals that are so hard to work. Good, you've got 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop those knees, sink back into child's pose, last deep breath. Great work today, guys. I hope that 15-minute ab routine was challenging and honestly just the perfect workout to get in after an additional workout, after cardio, or honestly if you're just at home and short on time. Of course, I want to know how the workout went for you, so leave it in the comments below so I can continue to make the best workout possible. And as always, make sure to share our channel with your friends and like and subscribe so you don't miss a single video we upload each week. Have a great day.